Well, guys, Star Wars Celebration was actually going on, and we got some announcements for a bunch of Star Wars projects. And one of them is actually a Star Wars movie called Star Wars. I believe the name is Starfighter, starring Ryan Gosling. He was in First Man. And of course, he was just Ken in that Barbie movie that did quite well at the box office. A lot of people like that. I'm pretty sure a lot of girls like that, Ken and Barbie dolls, all that other stuff. But not for me, never saw it. But anyway, he's going to be starring in a Star Wars movie. Here's the thing. It looks like his movie is actually replacing Daisy Ridley's Star Wars movie. And that movie was announced 2 years ago. Can you believe that?
No.
Yeah, the movie was announced 2 years ago in 2023 at Star Wars Celebration. And this movie seems to be dead in the water. Now, we know that Kathleen Kennedy is always announcing all these movies and like almost none of them actually happen. But this movie here, it's being confirmed. Now, of course, Mando and Grogu is coming out next year. This movie, Star Wars Starfighter, it's releasing on May 28, 2027. So in 2 years. Daisy Ridley's new Jedi Order movie, I think is dead. I really do think it's dead. Because we know that movie has been in production hell.
Mm.
How many writers got let go?
Quite a few.
Yeah. I mean, what are your thoughts on this here?
Well, the thing is, Rey is not a marketable character, and she is trying to kind of replace Anakin and in the whole Star Wars franchise, as far as I know, where Anakin is the one.
Oh, better yet, Luke.
Yeah,
remember, Luke was supposed to rebuild the Jedi Order. We were supposed to see that. We never saw it. Apparently, she's actually going to do it, but I don't think anybody's really interested in that. This Starfighter movie, I'm not exactly sure what that's about. I'm not really sure. So I don't know any real details on that, but I'm pretty sure it's like an X-Wing movie that they actually are putting out. But really, the core Star Wars is actually the Jedi and stuff, and Disney has completely failed on that. And then that's like, quote-unquote, Jedi movie was supposed to be Daisy Ridley's movie?
No. It's supposed to be Anakin was first and then his son Luke.
Yeah.
I mean, Anakin was the chosen one. It was to start out with the whole Star Wars thing. And then the Luke came along and tried to bring...
He was barely in the sequels.
Yeah, but Luke was the one to bring his father back to the good
light.
side.
Yeah, yeah.
And it should be following Luke. What is Luke going to do?
But they already said that they're getting away from the Skywalkers. They don't want anything to do with them. And you know what? Good, because all they're going to do is ruin it anyway. That's all they're going to do. They're going to ruin it anyway.
Yes, as I said before, if there's no Anakin or Luke, where there's no connection with Josh Lucas' Star Wars, there will be no Star Wars.
Well, Anakin's going to be hanging out with Ahsoka because Ahsoka Season 2, they got a new Baylan Skoll actor. Of course, the guy that was the Hound in Game of Thrones. It's been confirmed that Hayden Christensen is coming back for Ahsoka Season 2.
Well, Ahsoka is better than the Rey movie.
More than likely, it probably is. And the Ahsoka show was not that good.
No,
it was not that good.
I mean, I'm not looking down on like the actress
Daisy
who's
Ridley.
playing Rey, but it's just the character.
The character's awful. I mean, this has got to be one of the worst Star Wars characters ever. No character arc whatsoever. I mean, the only reason why they actually made her the star of the sequels is simply because, hey, we need a woman with no story arc whatsoever. None. But I find it interesting, though, that they actually bumped her movie off for Star Wars Starfighter. So
I think people will, maybe they think that people will more watch the new Star Wars Starfighter than Rey.
I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. I mean, you're trying to promote something, make something that's definitely out of the George Lucas will here with a Starfighter, X-Wings. Maybe it's kind of like on that Patty Jenkins Star Wars movie they announced that they ended up canceling. I think it was like an X-Wing movie. I think it was Rogue Squadron. I believe that's what it was. Maybe this is something like that. I'm not really sure, but they're gonna have to get the Force and the Jedi stuff right. They cannot get this stuff right whatsoever. So they're putting out the Grogu and Mando movie. Okay, really no Jedi in that. Then you got to put out Starfighters. Really no Jedi in that either. So the core of Star Wars to get people to watch is to really have, the Jedi and the Force, but they've already messed it up. No matter what, I believe that they're cooked no matter what. All this stuff seems to be bad right here, but it's really bad because the only reason why they were really making that Rey movie is because they wanted Charmin Obaid-Chinoy, she's a woman, she's a minority, she's a Pakistani woman, all this other stuff. And they can't get anything off the ground with that. It was going to bomb anyway.
Yeah.
It was going to bomb. Not because of Daisy Ridley per se, even though her character's bad. But all the stuff with Charmin Obaid-Chinoy, hey, I'm an activist and all this other stuff, that's the last thing Star Wars needs. Yeah.
One thing that I kind of like is when you mention Grogu, I wish Grogu would train with Luke and then he became a Jedi.
Yeah, but I think they couldn't do that because I believe, according to the Disney Star Wars canon, Kylo Ren was his first student, per se. And they kind of broke that already, considering that Grogu was actually training with Luke. So, yeah, it kind of undermined what happened at the end of Mandalorian Season 2 when Grogu walks off with Luke. But I guess, Disney didn't want to lose their marketing plan because Grogu's very popular. A lot of people love Grogu, Baby Yoda. I mean, he was one of the very few good things they got right. And then Mandalorian Season 3 came and, well, that got ruined. So, but what do you guys think of this? What do you guys make of this here? Star Wars Starfighter replacing the Rey Star Wars movie. Boy, Disney is a complete mess. Gonna leave right there, guys. We'll be back tomorrow on another video. Till then, be safe.
Goodbye.